Yo, what's up? Amir Shakur. Amir Shakur speaks. Wanted to take a little bit of time just to go over and give you an update about what's been going on. Um, Speaking to the people of Harvey, Illinois, more specifically the men and community as well of Harvey, Illinois. Also, we want to address and update this situation with Mr. Jedidiah Brown, domestic terrorist, right? So, first of all, the update is that Tuesday, July 22nd, in Genesee County, Michigan, that's Flint, Mr. Brown has court. We want to go ahead and make sure that we flood the courts and let them know that we do not want this domestic terrorist to be released. The number there is going to be 810-233-5234. They will know about the case specifically, and just let them know. They've already been sent a number of messages. They've gotten floods all through the week. Just tomorrow, just flood that office with calls. Also, in addition, you guys, if you are available to, you can call Harvey City Hall, Harvey, Illinois, and let them know that this undermining of the criminal conviction of the offenders in the Jedidiah Brown case versus myself, my daughter, Ryan, and possibly two more individuals who were also assaulted. It's not going to fly. We're not going to allow these people to be released. So you can call Harvey City Hall at 708-210-5300, and let's get these people on notice, and let's put the City Hall on notice. That's going to be 708-210-5300. We know that they're trying to railroad the case, and we want these people to be duly prosecuted, all right? Not in the kangaroo court down in Harvey on Broadway, but we want it in Cook County, a Cook County appropriate level court with a judge. Amen. All right. So again, that's 708-210-5300. Let's let them know what's up. And then in addition, you can call the non-emergency number for the Harvey Police Department and ask Chief Biddings over there, 708-331-1231. Tell him he needs to do the right thing. We want these people prosecuted. And again, we knew for a fact that these suspects, or offenders, I should say, they're not even suspects. I don't know why I use that word. These offenders need to be prosecuted, duly prosecuted. So let's make it happen. Again, that's the number for Harvey. It's going to be 708-331-2131. Listen, we're not backing down until we get these domestic terrorists off the streets. I've been sitting back and watching these narratives, and it's been quite a ride. It's been quite interesting. As you can see, my face is healed. I do have a fractured eye socket, but what it is that we will go ahead and we'll make sure that in any case, we'll make sure that these people are prosecuted and we won't slow down. Again, that's going to be 708-331-2131, and that's going to be the non-emergency number for the Harvey Police Department. So please feel free to give us a call at that time, or give them a call and let them know, hey, we want these people prosecuted. All right. Wanted to make a little very specific message for the men and women of Harvey. Listen, things are not going to change unless you guys want it to change. We want you guys to stand up for your community. We want you guys to stand up and send a clear, resounding message to Mayor Christopher Clark, the powers that be, that we want change. No one has made a comment or even a public appeal about the violence that happened or that continues to happen, Harvey. It's unacceptable. We're looking for the trustees. We're looking for the aldermen. We're looking for some of the leadership to say, hey, you know what? The buck stops here. We want change. We don't want this violence to continue going on. We want our community to come together. This has to be the resounding message, right? We want Harvey to change. And again, I can do as much as I can do, but it's going to take a collaborative effort for all of us. In any event, we don't want someone like Jedidiah Brown, or there'll be another Jedidiah Brown once we get this one out the way, unless we just make sure that we are addressing things as a community, talking about things proactively, talking about the future and where we go from here. You know, I wanted to address one more situation. You know, again, like I said, I've been reading a narrative that has been going on for a while, this last few days since the incident. And I've been reading a narrative that has been going on about this incident, and I just wanted to address that as well. The narrative is that, everything that happened to me as a result of this violence was a mob action. And, the penalty for mob action is higher, it carries a higher standard. Let's call it for what it is. Anytime you have a group of individuals that attack two or more individuals, and you have 5, 6 individuals with weapons, it's a mob action. And let's not call it anything else. I've been hearing these crazy YouTubers like Cooking with Frank and all of that. For me, it doesn't really matter because I'm the one who went through it. But we need to make sure that we're addressing this thing correctly and for what it is. All right. Mob action. And as far as just being able to navigate through our community and really discuss the matter again, we want it to end. So if we don't use this as a catalyst for change, I don't know what it's going to take. There's been a lot of separate issues, a lot of things going on. I mean, again, the harassment of Hassan. A lot of the seniors. This person, Mr. Brown, said he wasn't above violating children, women, seniors, and we've seen that. We saw that the other day. I just can't emphasize enough that it's time to get these animals off the streets, right? So let's go ahead and do our part. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. Let's share the information. I want to make sure that tomorrow, be looking out for a very special announcement. I'm going to have a very interesting change of events for everyone. And we'll be making an announcement about 11 o'clock tomorrow. So be looking out for that. Just a quick recap. Harvey City Hall, if you want to call them just to make sure that we are letting the leadership know that we know that this case against these offenders will not go unchallenged. And we don't want it at the Kangaroo Court down in Harvey, Illinois. We want this case to be heard in an appropriate Cook County courthouse. So let them know, 708-210-5300. And then the non-emergency for the police station, Chief Biddings or Bidings over there, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is 708-331-2131. Before I go, I just wanted to read to you what the disposition of the case was, just so people will know and have that information. As you know, the suspects were not fully booked. They weren't fully prosecuted. The suspects, the offenders, I'm sorry, I should use the word offenders, were apprehended, but they weren't fully booked. They were taken down to the Harvey police station. Mr. Brown's personal vehicle, the black Yukon, was driven down by a police officer, safely driven. They were let out of the Harvey police station at 4 a.m. in the morning. Not sure about all the offenders, but I could pretty much guess that all of them were not booked and not charged, not fingerprinted, no photos. They were let out. There is no official arrest record in the Cook County database. So if you were to even try to search it, it's not there. There is a Harvey case file for these offenders, and I'm going to read you that case file number just so you'll have it. But again, everything that we were seeing is looking like it's been railroaded, and we won't allow that to happen. Court will be August 22nd down in Harvey at the City Hall on Broadway. We'll actually be sharing that information, but the case number is going to be HV2500200078, HV2500200078. We want these people prosecuted, right? I think I heard a couple of people, maybe Vivian Allen or Vivian was saying, "Hey, I took a beating for Harvey." Well, you know what? If I took a beating for Harvey, then hopefully I can get some public commitment back to say that there are men and women there who want change. I'm not angry at Mr. Brown and his crew. We already know that he's a very mentally challenged individual. We know that these sycophants that he has in this quote unquote ragtag group called INA is doing a lot of illegal shit. So we want to make sure that we address it correctly for what it is. These are a group of individuals who are doing things to embarrass people, to harass people, to bully people. And I have to say, again, cyberbullying is against the law. It is against the law in the state of Illinois, and it carries a weight of up to 24 months in the penitentiary. So if anybody feels like they are or have been harassed or up until this point, please feel free to send me an email at amirshakurspeaks@gmail.com. We'll go ahead and address that. And in the days ahead, I'm going to have some more announcements for you guys. I want to get through this, and we definitely are not turning around. We're not turning back. We're going to make sure we take these domestic terrorists off the streets. There's no fear in me. I appreciate everybody who's shown support. I appreciate everybody's commitment for change, and let's make sure that commitment for change resounds. All right. Again, I'm fine. I do have a fractured eye socket. It's going to take 6 months to heal. But other than that, you know what? I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunate incident. It happened. I'm glad it didn't happen to some of the seniors who were out there, but it happened to me. Very well documented. It was a case of bullying. It was a case of mob action. It was a case of it was not a case of self-defense as I hear the popular claim, but that'll never fly. So we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do in order to make sure we get these animals off the streets. All right. I appreciate y'all support, and y'all stay up. And if y'all need me again, Amir Shakur Speaks. That's AmirShakurSpeaks@gmail.com. Feel free to reach me. All right. Thank you. Peace.